fishtanktv.com, fish tank update. Haven't made a video in a little while. Gonna do a quick one. Girls in the kitchen whooping up some sausages, so gonna be eating those in a minute. But here's what's going on. I went and just purchased a shitload of Anubias. These two clumps right here I tied off to the log. They were from one main clump, also with that piece, and that was like called Anubias Diamond. Threw a little more moss in there. I'm gonna lose this rock. I'm gonna minimize the rocks, move just this cluster right there, slide it to the corner, remove all that stuff, and kind of spread these plants out, let the plants grow in. I don't care, I'm just gonna try it, whatever. I got a bunch of rocks in a bucket in the back, so I can rock it again if I want. I think that's looking quite lovely. And then there's that big Anubias I've had. I went ahead and I got, I don't know what variety this is. It's like it almost looked like a crypt, but it's got some long skinny leaves like that. There's that one right there, and then this one I tied to the piece of driftwood. You can see it branches off and grows like Anubias. It's already got a new growth coming up on it, but the leaves are a lot longer, slimmer. I think it was it had some weird initials on the tag, like it's a variegated species or something like that. I'm not sure, but they had three of those in a pot for 15 bucks, which is a pretty decent price from what I've seen around. So I got them going here. Try to plant this thing up. Hopefully it'll grow in sick. I went with the Anubias because it seems to grow. The leaves are thicker. It seems to work a lot better with the water conditions in this tank. The Java fern just looks like shit. But the Anubias, it's been growing some algae on it. But when that clears up, it'll look pimp. So I'm okay with that. Anyway, that's what's up with this tank. And also I think I'm gonna try to build my own spray bar attachment, because I can't find one for this power head thing. I want to utilize the filter, but I don't like the way this blasts out of here, so I'm gonna make my own spray bar and just mount this thing coming straight across the side of the tank, and then all the flow will be directed right across to this tank. Here we go. I bought a piece of driftwood, planted it up, tied off some Java moss on it, tied the Anubias off to it. Now it's growing some milky, funky whiteness on it. Here's the deal. I jumped the gun. I got really anxious. I totally forgot even doing anything to this wood. I should have at least boiled it, soaked it in some boiling water. But instead I just tied all these plants off to it and threw it in this tank. I think it looks sick, but it's coming out tonight and getting soaked and boiled and all that shit. So I'll be doing that, but I tried to make this cool little tree with some different root structures and a little branch that kind of bridges over. Covered it with Java moss and Anubias and some Java fern on top. They had a clump of these, like, you know, single and double Java fern leaves, kind of like a loose batch for cheap, so I just bought one. And there's some little ones tied off on here. Also, I went to a different pet store, and this one was like a sick, like, giant one down in like San Diego that I hadn't been to before. I was sold these fish kind of up here. I'm not going to badmouth any of the stores, but they were sold as ocellatus, and I went to this other larger, more warehouse style store, and they had these same ocellatus in there. They look completely different than these. And as I was talking about last time, all the birth defects that I noticed. Let's see, that one right there is the one with the, you can see he's kind of got a little hunchback to him. That's the one with the puckered mouth to one side. You can almost, oh shit, let me zoom on him. See how like his mouth's all puckered off to that side. He doesn't have like a, where the hell did he go? Yeah, his mouth's just all tweaked. Anyway, that one, and then, oh, perfect. Shit, don't move. Alright, if you look at the side of this guy's gill plate, it's like all, see how it's all drooped down? He bolted. But anyway, that was one of the defects. Also, I noticed, I think the bigger two are females, because the males tend to have like a little bit of a snout, and this guy seems to have a little bit of a snout to him, like a little bit of a beak, and the other ones have more of like a rounded kind of face, which is kind of typical for a lot of cichlids. So this guy, who actually seems to be the only one with no weird deformities, is, I'm thinking, the male. But the color on the ones they had at that other store were just way wickeder. They didn't even look like these fish. The back of them was like totally like dark charcoal gray, and they had just a wicked like bright blue stripe running lengthwise down their body, and then they were super white on the bellies, and their fins were black. They looked way different. So I'm wondering if this is like a color morph, or I don't know, because the fish that I saw were the same size as these, so I know it wasn't like a mature thing or nothing. Look, they think I'm gonna feed them. They're just chilling. So anyway, algae on the background, kind of getting out of control, but I think it'll be okay. Right now I'm just gonna leave it. My main concern is this milky white shit growing on there. It just looks like shit. I don't even know what it's doing to the fish. There's some down there. The whole log's kind of got a little bit of it going. So that's coming out, getting fixed. I'll update you when it's done. But other than that, I think the tanks are doing good. Got a lot more green in them. I'll keep you posted. FishTankTV.com. Later.